More Batman, the animated series. This is episode 20 of season 1. Yeah, last time we had Nostromos and his prophecy of doom. We had a fight on rotating planets. Yeah, it was an entertaining episode, but it's obviously one of those episodes where it's just a one and done thing, obviously, clearly. But and I doubt we'll ever see Nostromos again. I don't care if we don't, because there's once you've got a villain like that who's just scamming people and then you beat him, that's it. There's nothing else to... A villain like Nostromos, there's nothing else to say on the matter once you've beaten him. Like, beaten, full stop, jail, bye, forever. We're hoping we get back to the big villains. Like, I want to see a bigger villain this episode. I'm not after... Well, I suppose I am. I am after a big villain, because that's what I want. Why everyone should want that. But yeah, this particular subject, DC Batman, it's very topical to a collaboration video for ReactCon. Yeah, I'm doing a collaboration video with my friend York. I know, not a YouTuber, but a YouTuber that I am collabing with for this video is by the name of Busy Bron. If you know who he is, he's got 4.22k subscribers. So yeah, he's a bit further ahead than I am. But yeah, the topic of this collaboration video is we have to create our own DC universe, our own media universe. So it could be movies, it could be TV shows, animated, live action, it could be in games, it could be in books. Basically create a DC universe, start to finish, to rival the MCU in any way we see fit. Feel free to weigh in on this any way you want as well, because when this comes up, you will be watching it the day before it comes out, because it's coming out on Friday the 24th. But by the time you're watching this, we'll have already recorded it, because it is Wednesday now. We're recording it this Friday. No, this Saturday. We're recording it this Saturday, so by the time you watch this video, it would have already been recorded. We're both putting out the video each, so he doesn't need the views. He's got enough subscribers. Please come to my video. It'll be better somehow, even though it's the same one. Basically, we've got to pitch to each other, both myself, my friend York, and Busy Bron. We've got to create our own universes, so there'll be 3 pitches in this video, one for each of us. I don't know what they're planning, they don't know what I'm planning. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm planning just yet, because like I said, this video will be coming out just before that. You know what? Even it doesn't really matter if I tell you. It doesn't matter to them if I tell you, because by the time this comes out on YouTube, they'll already know my pitch, because I would have already told them in the video. But I don't want you to know what it is, because then you'll have to watch the video. So yeah, if you're watching this now on the day this video is coming out, wait till tomorrow, because Friday the 25th, we will be pitching our own DC universes to rival the MCU. So be there to watch that. Also, if you want to know why we're doing this video, this collaboration video, it's because of ReactCon. And if you're watching this video on the day it comes out, ReactCon is already underway. Basically, instead of Comic-Con weekend, because I'm sorry, but Comic-Con this year looks pretty bad. Because, I mean, there's no DC stuff going to be there. Only one Marvel project is going to be there, called Hellstrom, which I don't care for whatsoever. Like, never entertain the idea of getting Hulu. Don't really care. But yeah, because I don't know where Marvel will be releasing their stuff, but DC fandom is going to be a thing, so maybe we'll get some stuff out of that as well. Well, we'll be getting a lot of news out of that if they're willing to skip Comic-Con. That's all I've got for ReactCon, but let's get into the new episode of Batman the Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 20, starting now. Give it to me. What do we have? Feet of Clay. Oh, we're getting into CLAYFACE. Oh, I like this. I've always been curious about CLAYFACE. Is it Lucius? Okay, he's meeting with Bruce. And now that the problem, we won't be needing you
Let's just say I'm accepting your resignation, Mr. Fox.
Whoa. Okay, this is definitely not Bruce. There's Bruce. Oh, that would have killed him. Oh, ho, ho. He just headbutted him in the chest. Oh no. Lucy's unconscious. He's gonna think Bruce did it. No, definitely not.
The face cream? You used up your last jar yesterday. No! I gotta have more. Now, see? It wore off. Look! I can't fix it anymore! Relax, man. Don't tell me to relax, you idiot! I can't go out there like this. Here.
Ooh.
Hold it out on me? I had to, man. If I didn't, you wouldn't have any now.
The fuck is this?
Go on like this, man. You hurt all the time now. That stuff makes your face like putty, man. It can't be good for you.
Isn't that the guy who was in Dark Knight Rises, Daggett? The one that Bane snaps the neck.
I want him dealt with.
But Mr. Daggett, the man's a master of disguise. He was even before he had his accident, and you gave him this stuff.
Yeah. It's not easy finding somebody who can change the way he looks.
You needn't bother searching for it. This is the only place in the world where he can get what he needs. And when his supply runs out, he'll come to us.
Ah! Desperate men living a lie. Security in these places are top notch, aren't they? That's not.
Hold it right there. Turn around. Real slow. I got an idea. Hold it.
Usually when thugs don't get to have ideas. No, man.
See, boy, wanted more of this stuff? Well, let's give it to him. No, not that way. Please. Let's give him all he'll ever need.
That's nasty.
Sweet dreams, slime ball.
Whoa. Oh, that's nasty.
What police? What are you talking about?
I suggest you consult the morning paper, sir.
How does Batman not know this?
Bruce Wayne sought questioning an attempt on executive life? But that's impossible.
He obviously didn't witness what happened. Yeah, driving like a complete idiot is gonna... Yeah. Driving like an idiot is definitely gonna keep you off the radar.
Dangerous. Proceed with extreme caution. Over.
Yes, Bruce. Oh, that sound is actually scary. He is flying in the tunnel. Oh, Jesus. He impaled his car. Yo, you gotta be the best pilot to not kill him doing that. Oh.
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Yeah?
Listen up, scumwad. Because I'm only gonna ask you once.
Scumwad. What a name.
Who was it?
Okay. It wasn't Wayne.
Then who was it? Who was impersonating Wayne?
Damn it.
Who, Bell? Who?
Jeez. No, Bruce. You gotta time this and drop careful.
This will wake you up, Mr. Bell.
Gee. He would be dead. He would be dead.
Lucius, it's okay. It's me, Bruce. I have to speak to you. Only you can give me the answers I need now. Lucius, take it easy. There's nothing to be afraid of. You know I'd never do anything to hurt you.
Oh no. He's been leaking.
Matt? Matt, are you in there?
They actually caught him.
Continuing updates on this late-breaking story. The arrest of millionaire industrialist Bruce Wayne.
Billionaire.
Oh, Matt, is that you? What in heaven's name did they do to you?
To be continued. A two-parter again. Okay. We might have a few things to unpack here. That was a hell of a step up of an episode, especially from last week. Ooh. I love these two parts that build up the villain slowly. Good to add Lucius Fox in. Always lovely seeing Lucius. That scene in the hospital where he was afraid of Bruce actually almost broke my heart, because to see the Nolan trilogy and see how loyal Lucius is to Bruce in that, and then to see him so afraid of him in this, it's actually it's very sad. And now Bruce has been framed and arrested for an attempt on his life. Wonder how Bruce is going to get out of this in the next episode, because obviously he's got to be Batman in order to catch Clayface, I'm guessing. But how can he when Batman's in jail? Like, Clayface is going to be going on a rampage. Everyone's going to be wondering where the hell Batman is. He's sitting in a jail cell. It just Ron Perlman as Clayface. Oh yes, Matt Hagen. Okay, so that's his name. I mean, in all versions that I've seen Clayface, it's Basil Carlo. So I'm guessing. So this is obviously not the same guy, unless we move to Basil Carlo at some point later in the series. But his name is Matt Hagen right now. He's Clayface, or at least he is now. And he uses this face cream from Dagger Industries. This face cream that can make your skin like putty, and you can basically remodel your face in any way you want. I mean, I'm guessing for some people that might be a dream come true, but it's... I mean, I don't consider myself fortunate looking, but even I wouldn't go for anything like that. Yeah. Because just the idea of being able to like move your facial structure about like that it's disgusting. The idea is disgusting. Give me some like futuristic tech to change my appearance, not a facial cream that means I have to move my facial muscles and bone structure about. Don't want that. Although it's kind of the perfect thing for an actor. You could be any role you want, but obviously with his accident, whatever the accident was, it's left him quite scarred, and he's addicted to the cream to continue with his acting career, because he must be some like big shot actor, and it only lasted 24 hours, so it means he's desperate and dependent on it. It's an addiction. Daggett's obviously under some sort of criminal investigation, because there were the papers in the beginning that would have put it under indictment, and Clayface was supposed to get those papers for him, and then get rid of Lucius. So I'm guessing Dagger is going to get his comeuppance in the next episode, although whether it be by indictment or death by Clayface. Who knows? That Batplane sequence of him chasing the car, impaling and picking up the car, and then using that claw to fly that guy across Gotham. Batman is terrifying. Like, you can understand why people are afraid of him if he's doing stuff like that, especially if he's calling you scumwad. But yeah, that was intense, that interrogation. That's probably one of the more intense interrogations that I've ever seen Batman give. And it was in a 90s children's TV show, cartoon. And then he dropped him from like 100 feet into a pool. He would be dead. Never mind, the pool is probably only like 10 feet deep, max. And you're dropping him from 100 feet. If he hits the shallow end, he's definitely dead. But from falling from that height as well and hitting the water at that speed, that would also kill you. Mr. Raymond Bell and his associate are responsible for the creation of Clayface now. They just poured all of that cream on him, and now his whole body is just clay. Exactly. Yeah, so I like that we're getting into Clayface. He's obviously not in like the top 10 of Batman villains for me, but he's a very curious. In terms of villains, he's like a villain that I'm most curious about but have never bothered to research. My first experience with Clayface, like the first time I ever knew he existed, was the Lego Batman game, where you have like Riddler's team of villains, Penguin's team of villains, and Joker's team of villains. And Clayface is the first villain that you ever face in the first level, so that was the first time I heard about Clayface. And obviously I've seen him in other things since, like Arkham City, Young Justice, stuff like that. I saw him in another Batman animated show, but he was Ethan Bennett in that, a friend of Bruce's, and then he was deformed by he was, should we say, tormented by Joker, and then he was a police officer, and then he turned into I wouldn't even say a villain. He was just obsessed with killing the Joker. And then when he was kind of captured, redeemed, cured, sort of, that went on to Basil Karlo, who is the Clayface that I'm more familiar with. But obviously there's 3 Clayfaces now: Hagen, Bennett, and Karlo. So those are 3 Clayfaces, and this is got to be the first one. I'm guessing Karlo is the last one. Always love these 2-parters. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm going to be anxious to see how Batman deals with this. Because obviously Clayface is one of those villains that is so visually interesting that people have been desperate to see him in a movie or something. Like, hopefully he'll have a place in the new Batman trilogy that's coming out. Or maybe he'll have a place in my Batman pitch that I'm delivering in my collab video with Busy Braun and my friend York. You'll have to watch that video tomorrow to find out. As always, we do a lot of full length and early access on Patreon. So if you want to see that, if you want to see the full length of this video, because I don't know if I even managed to get, well, obviously I didn't manage to get all of it in, but I don't know if I managed to get all the best parts in on this, because this was a good episode. So if you want to watch the full length of this, you can go over to Patreon to watch full length for only $3 a month. Imagine that. Imagine, I've got quite a backlog now, so imagine being able to watch a full season of Ben 10, almost, 15 episodes of Batman the Animated Series, and the first season of, most of the first season of My Hero Academia, all that full length for just $3. That's it. That's mad. So that's hours upon hours of content right there that you can get for just $3 a month. And then if you just subscribe an extra $2, so $5 a month, you could also get the reaction to next week's episode as well. So you get to watch the end of this 2-parter for just $5 a month. Are you mad? Go for it, please. Because right now I'm on 0 patrons, and one of my goals was to reach 100 patrons by the end of the year. I mean, you're obviously not obliged, but you are begged upon to do so. But that's all we have for this week of Batman a great episode. Definitely a step up from last week. But until next time, we are over and out.